Hey guys, welcome back. I have been wanting to do this video for a while. I've been taking some notes, so I'll probably be referencing them if you see me glancing down. This is basically cult beauty favorites, whether they be makeup brands or just makeup products in general that I have never tried and why. I feel like sometimes I'm the odd man out with certain products. Everybody under the sun has tried them, but for some reason I have held off on them. Sometimes there's good reason, sometimes they're maybe not. So I think I narrowed it down to about 10, and I'm just gonna go into why. And I would love to hear yours below if you agree with some of these or if you think, okay, no, you need to rush out and try those now. If you're wondering how I got this makeup look, I do have a tutorial. I will link you to that. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, and we can get into the makeup favorites that I have not tried and why on earth I haven't tried them. Number one are Morphe palettes. I have never had or tried a Morphe palette. I don't know why. Actually, yes, I do. I like my palettes to be a certain size, and they're huge. I feel like everybody on YouTube has at least one Morphe palette. They do give you so many shades to pick from, but in my mind, they're just too big and bulky and overwhelming, and I like my palettes to fit in a drawer, and they just don't. I have to set them on my vanity and that gets cluttered, and I just don't like that. Now, I have actually gotten to get my hands on the Jaclyn Hill palette recently, and I am leaning towards getting that because it's a little bit different in my mind than just the traditional Morphe palette. That's one that I would consider getting, even though it's a little bit bigger. I love Morphe brushes, I just haven't gotten a Morphe palette. I feel like I'm the last person on the planet to never have a Morphe palette. The second one on my list is anything from Natasha De Nonna. I've never tried a Natasha De Nonna product, anything. It's the price. It just gets to me. I can't bring myself to spend that much money when I have so many products here that work so well for me. And I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 and 3 in there. Visiart or Visart, however you say it. I feel like everybody says it a different way. It's the same thing. And I hear conflicting opinions on that. I feel like some people say both of them are completely worth the money and some people say they're not, and I just can't bring myself to spend the money. I feel like a lot of viewers feel like we YouTubers have money growing on trees. We have to budget our money the same as anybody else. I choose to allocate my money differently. I just cannot bring myself to fork over the dough for those brands. So piggybacking on that, I'll add Pat McGrath. I feel like all of a sudden Pat McGrath is everywhere. There's just been this influx of Pat McGrath love. I can definitely see it. I have been intrigued by several palettes and lipsticks. I feel like I have spent money on some luxury things, but I feel like I have a limit too, and I guess those are beyond my limits. I don't know. So Natasha De Nonna, Visiart, and Pat McGrath, I just haven't crossed that threshold. Those are 3 just right there, right in a row, that I guess it's a money factor. The Balm. I have never tried anything from the Balm. I have seen their products. I have looked at them. I have never bought anything, and I don't know why. So if you love products from the Balm, can you leave recommendations for me below? Because it's a cute brand. I just have never tried anything, and I do feel like I might be one of the only YouTubers to never try anything from the Balm. The names are really cute. I just don't really know what's good from them to try first. I guess that's my thing. Lancome Tint Idole Foundation. I try foundations regularly. I test them out. I have never tried this foundation. I take that back. I think it was probably 20 something years ago. I used it and I didn't really like it that much. I felt like it kind of settled into my skin weird, and shoot, I was in my 20s then. I don't know if they changed the formula or what, but it feels like everybody really likes this foundation now. So I feel like I should try it. And I don't know if I just keep trying other foundations instead. That might be one I need to revisit. If you like that foundation, let me know. If you think I should try it. What is my hair doing? Let me know. But for some reason, I keep trying other foundations in lieu of the Lancome. I hear it's good. I like several similar foundations, but for some reason that has just not made the cut into a foundation road test for me. I'm willing to try it. I don't know why I don't. really, there's no good reason. I might be crucified for this one because I don't think it's normal. Lorac Pro palettes. I have a few Lorac things, and I used to swear by their blushes. Way back when they were in the screw top containers, I had Lorac blushes. I had lipsticks. I've had a blush palette. I have had a couple of the unzipped palettes, but I've never had a pro palette. And I don't know if it's because I was never really enthralled with the unzipped formula. And then upon hearing everybody talking about the pro formula and how soft it was, I just never really got on board with wanting to try it. And every time I looked at the packaging, it just seemed really boring to me. And then I felt like I had all those shades in other palettes, so why did I really need it? So I never really gravitated to trying the Lorac Pro palettes. They just never made their way into my makeup collection. And you know what? I'm alive. I'm fine. I've been living without Lorac Pro palettes all this time. I don't see buying them. If you can state a compelling case for why I need one in my life at this point, let me know. But so far, I don't see them coming into my collection. This one is skincare. I don't think that I stated I was doing skincare in the beginning, but I was watching a video the other day and I realized I've never tried anything from that brand and it's kind of all over everywhere. So maybe I should throw that in here. Tatcha, never tried anything. I had the Dewy Skin Mist, I think that's the name, in my Sephora cart a few times. After seeing a few people talk about it and how really dewy it makes your skin, I eliminated it right away because my skin gets dewy on its own during the day anyway, so I don't need that. I spend some money on some skincare. I like some dermatologist grade skincare and I like my Sunday Riley Good jeans, and I feel like that's my limit. If I'm gonna spend that kind of money, it maybe should be dermatology type skincare, you know what I mean? And I just never really got on board with the Tatcha brand. I'm lumping two things kind of together here. One is the Anastasia Contour Kit and the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Kit. Two, I feel like everybody on YouTube had one or the other in their collection. This was during a time when I really did not feel the need for a contour kit. I felt like if I just had one or two contour shades, I was fine, but cut to a year later of being on YouTube, several months ago, I had several contour kits, and I guess I just surpassed the point of feeling like I needed those contour kits. I had a couple of knockoffs of them. I had the Tarte Clay Play palette, which served me perfectly. So I didn't really feel the need to get those two particular ones, but I feel like everybody has one or the other, or has had one or the other at some point on YouTube, except for me. And adding on to the Kat Von D, the Shade and Light palette. I don't have it. I do have, well, Brooke has, and I've borrowed it, the Makeup Revolution version of it, the Light and Shade palette. It's not a very creative name. It's fine. And like I said, I have the Tarte Clay Play palette, and I have other matte palettes that I feel serve the purpose. I'm not one that wears a ton of just all mattes all the time. I usually put some kind of a sheen on the lid, but to have a ton of all matte palettes, I just didn't feel the need to get it. So I hope you enjoyed that. I just felt like this was kind of a fun, different little video to do. I've seen a couple people do this. Yeah, this just kind of gives you an idea of the things that somehow never made it into my collection that I feel like everyone else on YouTube has tried or has in their collections, except for me. So this was just kind of a fun little talkative video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see a part 2 because I have more things on my list. I just didn't want this video to be very long. So thank you so much for watching. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you are not following me on social media, I'll put those on the screen and down below. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.